Alright guys, it's early morning now. We stayed late last night, probably about 10:30. Did some welding on the Buick, painted in the booth, and did body work on the 95 Real Red Cobra. One thing we did last night, Brent was messing with the radio, so Brent fixed the radio. We don't have a good CD player. We bought a couple radios from the junkyard that we've had for a couple months, if not a year, and they're all bad. But we switched out the steering wheel. Now a lot of you Sn95 tan interior guys know that these tan steering wheels, they get nasty looking. Black chunks taken out. This one actually you can see someone had a steering wheel cover on, but we replaced it with a pretty nice one, kind of a 50,000 mile car, which mileage doesn't mean anything on steering wheels. I mean, I've seen a 200,000 mile car. Well, let's just say my 95 mine had 246,000, and my steering wheel was in way better shape than this. And I've seen them with, you know, 40,000 miles and the steering wheel's fucked like that. So it just depends on the driver, how oily your hands are, and how hard you grip the steering wheel. So we switched out with a good one. These are like over $1,000 for a NOS one, new in the box, off eBay or something. There's actually a guy in Evansville, Indiana. He had like 13 of them, and offered him like $700 cash at the 50th anniversary meet for my 95 Cobra, and he's like kind of laughed at me. He's like, I've sold every one of them over 900. So anyway, they're hard to find. We replaced it with a good one. The radio works. I think we have one blown speaker. Yeah, we have one blown speaker. So you can see that the top is nice, but if you look up close, you know, there's some stuff on it. I think honestly, I think this one had the steering wheel cover as well. But anyway, Brent was working out here in the dark on his back, so that kind of sucks. But good thing, guys, good thing. It's Fastback Friday. So the car show's in the morning. We're gonna take Babs. I got some chemical guys that just ordered. It's supposed to be delivered today. Some new products, so we'll show those. I'm gonna polish this again, not buff it, just polish it and then wax it because it's got some hard water spots. I'm gonna wash and detail the Fastback. But right now I'm gonna pull it in and do an oil change. We got Alex's side skirts right here. This is primed twice. They were real ate up. I don't even know if we filmed it, what they looked like before, but you guys probably know typical side skirts, when you hit like curbs and stuff, they get really deep gouges and stuff. Here's one right here. I got to fill with some putty real quick, but it had them all up here, so I had to fix that. Underneath here I'm not so worried about. I mean, you're not even going to see that anyway. The only car I really worried about was Babs, because we painted everything and did the underneath of the car. So anyway, fenders are fixed. This thing had, I think I get 4 or 5. I don't know if it's 5 including the stock paint or 4 repaints, but this fender's just been beat to hell its whole life. So it's good now. I'm gonna prime it today, let it sit. This side had a little wobble. It's ready now. Let's go over here real quick. Been welding on the Buick. We're gonna seam seal that later. Trunk pan's good, but I gotta lift it up. I was trying to do it by myself last night when Brent was working on Babs, but every time I do the screw gun and go down, it just wants to push the metal, so Brent's got to be underneath there helping me pry up on it or whatever. So but anyway, let's go over here to the Turbo Cobra. This quarter panel, again, this whole driver's side has just had a hard life. You can see the roof right here. It's been painted 3 times including the factory paint. So we got 1, 2, 3. That sucks. It's got windshield replacement. You can see right here that that's not stock. It never had the panels taken off when painted though. That's what sucks about it. I mean, even when this car was 3 years old, they didn't even take it off if they repainted it. That's just silly. Insurance pays to take that stuff off. So you can see right here, this wasn't flaking or nothing, so I just grinded it down with some I think 220. I'm just going to prime this strip area just because I don't want to take any chances of my paint peeling, because again, like I said in real old videos, I said, you know, if my paint, you know, doesn't stick, you know, that's on me. But if my paint sticks to the paint and then that paint starts peeling, you know, that's not on me, that's off the previous guy. So that's the difference between, like, you know, you stripping it down to metal and then priming it and then painting, where you're the only paint on the car. When you're doing multiple layers like this, which we didn't even know. I could tell when I looked at the car that it had been painted, but we didn't know it had been painted like 3 times. So I got to make sure my paint sticks. So with that being said, I'm not taking any chances around the edges, and I'm just going to prime all the edges just so that my paint sticks, because I'm not going to take a chance of the paint underneath my paint peeling and then me redoing it. So this door was kind of beat. I'm gonna have to prime that whole area. It was a ding, and then right around here, I don't know, I think someone tried to break in the car because there's mud around the key lock, like they'd punch it out or something. I don't know. So we got that side. This passenger side was pretty good. Yeah, it had been painted, you can see, but it's only been painted once. They probably just did it to match, which they didn't match, because you can see right here the color difference. I mean, this almost looks like that vibrant red compared to how dark that is, and they didn't take any I just, you know, I hate that kind of stuff. So anyway, I had a big dip right there, got that good, got the side scoops out, and then they didn't even take the side scoops out when they painted all that either. So here's another example right here. Didn't even take the mirror grommet off right here. So anyway, I don't know, I'm just trying not to pick on the car too much, but whenever it's getting down to the paint, now it takes a lot more time to prep than you expected. It takes more materials than you expected. So yeah, so that's why it's so hard to give estimates to you guys over the internet on comments, or, you know, over text or email, because you don't know what it is until you see it in person. Like, I didn't know this was that bad until I started taking the car apart. So, but no big deal, we're gonna make it slick. My autofocus sucks. Alright, let's go in the paint booth. Alright, back in the paint booth with some fresh Rio Red and clear coat. So we got the 94.95 only Cobra rear bumper, same as the V6. It's kind of just standard, but it is factory. A lot of people think they're fake when they just say the Mustang on the back. But I think a lot of people are starting to put these back on there because it's getting more popular now, because everyone seems to have the Cobra rear bumper. Not only that, but on GTs as well. And looking good. It's kind of hard to see because the lights are bright. But again, in 94.95 you could only get Rio Red, Crystal White, or Black for the 94.95 Cobra. 96 came out with the Mystic and the Laser Red and a couple other colors. So here is the 96 to 98 Cobra hood that was previously on the car when Alex purchased it. Great upgrade in my opinion. We do have the scoops. We did lollipops the other night. Again, the 94.95 Cobra did come with a base GT hood, V6 hood, and this is a great upgrade. And then let's move on to the front bumper right here, looking hot. Kind of looks orange on camera, but it is Rio Red at its finest. A lot of Rio Reds now are kind of faded. Yeah, Rio Red does buff out really well. It doesn't fade and mess the clear coat up like the Laser Red does. So remember, guys, that this had the license plate holes in it. Not anymore. So, not anymore. This is the factory bumper, Ford bumper. So these are good. Got done last night at probably 9:40, 10 o'clock, something like that. So they're dry now, and went ahead and bought some new fans for the paint booth yesterday. So good $70 spent on 4 of those. They just got so gunked up, they just like were going slow, and I think I only had 1 out of 4 working, and I didn't even really notice till Brent pointed it out. So it's really nice to have new fans that got all the fumes out really quickly. But it also got my heat out, because I did have the heater going in here last night because it was kind of chilly, about 65 or so, and it just seems like it was colder just because it's been 80 at night and 70 at night. So, and also it's been getting dark at like almost 7:20 now, which is really weird. I'm not looking forward to winter. I hate the winter, especially for painters. Everything dries slower. But with me having the heater on during base, not clear coat, I did get quite a few dirt nibs in this hood, but it's not going to do nothing just to wet sand it out. And if I have to, I'll just wet sand it with some 800 and then just re-clear it and make it slick. I probably should have waited last night and just cleared the stuff this morning, but I don't know, it just takes so long to prep everything and stuff. So like I started painting the stuff I started setting the stands up in here and cleaning the booth probably around 3 o'clock. So, and I didn't get done till 10. So it just shows that it takes a long time to prep and to paint this stuff. And I wasn't even rushing. I was American last night. I let it dry. I was doing some welding on the other car in between. So yeah, these filters are gone. Rio Red filters. It's a lot of junk. Alright, anyway, enough in the paint booth. Let's get back out here. I love that banner. Thanks a lot again, Scott, for riding all the way out here and meeting us and gifting us that banner. It looks awesome up there. Love it. Alright, so anyway, it is Friday, October the 13th. I didn't even know that until I started seeing people with all the memes and stuff on Instagram and everything. So it's a busy end of the month. We got a lot of car shows coming up. We're going to finish the turbo build. We get the Buick out of the way. Also, we have 2 more Fox bodies. I've had a lot of you guys comment and call and email about Fox bodies. So it is Foxtober or whatever. So I guess that's why. So anyway, we have Steve coming from Nashville, Tennessee. Next weekend, he's dropping his 89 GT off. I think we're either going to go pearl white or black. It's currently red with red interior. We're going to do an engine base shave, kind of like we did on my notch over here, right there. And then we're going to do like a wire tuck or whatever. So that's going to be a cool build. He's got the engine already out, all that stuff. He said it's been an ongoing project for about 3 years. So we're going to get started on that. Hopefully it gets him motivated. He's going to get his engine built, all that stuff. And it's going to be good on that. Then we have Joe coming all the way from Florida. I think Daytona area. He is bringing an 88 Fox body. This is a bigger build. We're going to go all out on it. I might shave the bay. He said something about supercharger. We're going to put heads intake, cam in. We're going to paint it vibrant red, which is the stock like 93 Cobra. And my phone's ringing. Alright, so anyway, I had to answer that real quick. It was Brent. So anyway, again, we got Joe's coming. We're gonna do interior work on it. I think we're gonna put a new clutch, flywheel. He's gonna buy a brand new transmission, subframe connectors. I mean, we got a whole list we discussed with him. He's open for other suggestions. I think we're gonna put some springs on it. He's kind of on the fence about tubular K member, which we'll probably talk him into it because they're so good. So yeah, the end of October, you know, we're gonna be pretty busy. But we do have some spots available for November, and then about the second week of December. The first week of December goes to Chris, so I don't know if you really watch this or not, but he's supposedly bringing his 96 Mystic down, so I got that spot saved for you, buddy. So anyway, yeah, and then we're going to work on Christian's car. We've been putting that off on the burner, but you know, we got to get some of these other cars out of the way first. And also we are going to finish up the Rick's 96 Cobra convertible up. So we got some of the parts already off. We haven't really been showing that, but we've been working on in the spare time. We're going to go ahead and bust that out because I want to get that painted before the weather changes and it gets cold. This, I don't know if y'all seen this or not, this Bobby green. The color doesn't even look right on camera. Damn, Brent must have fucking locked the damn thing. So anyway, the neighbor across the street actually gave it to us. It's like an old rolly from the school for the overhead projector. It rolls really nice. Those caster camber wheels are awesome. But anyway, I jammed it and everything. So we just put our Gatorade and water in here because we got the fridge up top, which the fridge is way too big, and I told Brent it looks dumb as hell. So we're gonna get a black fridge to fit up there because it's just too big. Oh, and also this sign, I don't know why, it just kind of reminded me of the hoodies. So anyway, that sign reminded me of hoodies. Everybody wants hoodies. I think we're gonna do hoodies again. I think the prices are gonna go up just because shipping sucks. And a lot of you guys are watching are from Canada. I don't know, I mean, that's good, but it's just weird for me having to ship so much stuff to Canada, and it costs a lot of money to do that. So anyway, I think we're going to do a winter project on the side, and it's going to be an Sn95 just because I already have one. But when we sell the hoodies, all the money from the hoodies are going to go towards the project. And then, I don't know, we'll say more about that. But I think we're going to have to make the hoodies go up more because I like barely even got my money back of what I paid, because I paid 25 to 30 bucks to ship each one. And that's basically what I was charging for the whole hoodie. So anyway, we're going to do hoodies. I'm going to do the heather gray. We're going to do black. And then we're going to do, I think I'm going to do the lighter gray. Just because I like that color. So, like this right here. Look. This color gray. So, let me put the camera down real quick. Okay, so we're going to do black hoodies, this heather gray looking color hoodie, and then this lighter gray. So we got TKO Resto on the back. I'm gonna do the Got Clear coat. I don't think I ever even showed you guys. I don't know if let me just check. Alright, I don't have one, but I did find a heather gray TKO Resto hoodie. So, just like that. You guys, if you all bought one, you know what they look like. So anyway, we're going to do this color gray. This color gray now, which I have not ever made a hoodie's that color. And then we're going to do just the black, traditional black. So, probably get a Got Clear coat on the back as well, just as an option. I don't know, it's just something we always say on camera and hashtag. So anyway, on the front, I'm going to take my Instagram off, and I'm just going to put YouTube or something. And then, I don't know. We're going to change it just a little bit. I like the design. I know a lot of y'all want Sn95s and stuff, but honestly, that's costs a lot more money. Maybe we can do like a special order or something, or maybe like I'll sell like Sn95 hoodies for 3 months, and then Fox Body hoodies for 3 months, and then you know, New Edge ones for 3 months or something like that. But this is the original logo, and I'm going to stay with that. We'll do some special runs and stuff, but I started working on old Mustangs, and I don't know, it's just kind of where I started, and everyone likes old fastbacks, and why not a Shelby GT500, you know? So, anyway, that's with that.
In the middle of the night.